Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allie.
What?
I'm filming.
Oh.
And welcome to Summerween Day 1. I have been so excited about this. Ask Grant, that's all I've been talking about for like 3 weeks. Now that it's time, I'm a little nervous. I've decided to daily vlog this year as I did last year. If you want to catch up on my videos from last year, I'll put the playlist down below and in one of these corners. I'll also post Gabby's announcement video for this readathon if you have no idea what I'm talking about. I did post a TBR yesterday. I wrote all the titles down on little slips of paper and I'm going to be revealing them each morning for me. So you'll know what it is because it'll be in the thumbnail. I have no idea what we're starting with and I'm like, it's a nervous excitement. There's just so many flavors in here. There's some more serious stuff. There's some scarier stuff. There's stuff that might have a little tiny little sprinklings of romance in it. I'm kind of hoping for something high paced at the beginning, but also I think I did pretty well picking these books, if I do say so myself. Some rules before we pick from the jar. This is a set TBR. There's no deviating. I've already written my name in stone. What? Is that even an expression? I also cannot DNF any of these, although from the comments I've been getting, I'm not gonna wanna. There are 8 books in here. I am trying to read a book a day. Other things that need to get done, I need to fulfill all of the prompts. If I read all of these books, that's not gonna be a problem. But there's also a bingo board that I didn't see until yesterday, which was a big mistake because a few of them were like prompt based for the reading. Oh my God. I'm not a competitive person, but when I see a bingo board, I go a little feral. This is me when I see a bingo board. And so you know I have to complete this. A couple of prompts are life prompts, which we will do. A couple of the reading prompts I was able to cover with the books I already chose. One of them though, Gabby, you really got me here. Read a book with 6 words in the title. You know, I had to go find one. I was looking for graphic novels from my Libby app. I was just gonna pick whatever one had 6 words and pray for the best, but I found this Archie graphic novel. It's an Archie-Sabrina combo, and it's by the dude who directed the show Riverdale and the Sabrina show, which I was obsessed with. The title is Afterlife with Archie, Escape from Riverdale. I'm counting every single one of those words in that title, so add this to the TBR. Okay. If you hear any excessive stomping, those are ghosts up there. All right, what else can I say to put this off? I'm like so excited, but I don't know why. I'm like very nervous. Are you ready? Let's pick. I would have had that reaction to any of these. I'm like so amped up right now. We're starting with my library book, Cross My Heart by Megan Collins. This is a thriller. It's supposed to be very drama-centric. Okay. Summerween. I might need to calm down a little bit. For those that don't know, this is about a woman named Rosie. She gets a heart transplant, yay for her. And there's this app where you can connect with a family of people who like donated their organs. So she is so sure that the person who donated her heart to her was the wife of a famous author. So she is gonna try to like worm her way into this author's world and heart. But it turns out he might have had something to do with his wife's death. So we got a potentially unlikable, cringy, desperate character, which I love. And it turns out she's probably the most normal one in this bunch. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna read the first chapter, give you a vibe check, and then we'll go throughout the day. You know, it's so funny, I've daily vlogged so many times now, but I woke up this morning with dread in my stomach thinking, how do I even do this? So, this first day, let's see how this goes. Whew, okay, vibe check. I read the preface, which was our girl emailing the dude, and then an email back from him, and then I read the first chapter. Our girlie works in a bridal shop. She is like obsessed with this guy. She's following him on Instagram and reading into every little thing he's saying and posting. And she's also like imagining she's there with him. So we are being painted a picture here that she is just wow, intense. But at the same time, like, I'm just gonna be honest, have we all not daydreamed about our crushes before? It's weird to read about it on a page, but like, sometimes you don't tell yourself that you're doing it. Just saying. The email that he sent her back though, just because I'm immediately suspicious of him, he says, well, hello there. And all I could hear was Joe Goldberg's voice. I'm so sure he knows that she knows who he is, and he's like baiting her. Like he's going to the restaurant right next to the bridal store that she works at. There's no way he doesn't know. And he's dipping his like Chinese food food in ketchup, which like I think they would arrest you for here in Hawaii. But that's something she's done since she was a kid. For some reason I'm paranoid that he already knew that too. He's like trying to like connect with her. I just can't wait to be proven right, but also like that could be the twist, that actually he's not at all. We find out that our girlie was left at the altar, or she was far into a relationship with this dude named Brad, that she had a wedding dress and then things didn't go well. It was before her surgery and she was hoping that like he would find out how unwell she was and come back to her, which like, I'm here for the desperate characters, and the author does play with that a bit. Our main character is talking about Gilmore Girls, which is one of my favorite loves. She's talking to this other bride that was dumped. She says half of the characters are kind of insufferable, but that doesn't matter. It's actually part of the fun. And this other woman says, love to hate an insufferable character. Okay, I see what you're doing here, Megan. So I think this is going to be very playful, and I am like so intrigued to see what happens. But like the writing is fun. The dedication had me a little concerned, just because when I think of the prophecy, I don't think, haha, this is so fun. I think like, but I told Gabby that I was reading this in her sprints, and she said that this is very, very fun. So that got me even more excited to binge this. So that's what I need to do. I'm like taking my time. You know what's so funny? Last year, I kept starting my books at like 4 freaking p.m. and then I'd be up till 3 in the morning editing my videos. This year, I made a little schedule for myself, and I was gonna wake up at 5 like I do for work anyway. And I was gonna get everything done right away. Bitch, it's almost noon and I'm only through chapter 1, so it might be a long night. But then again, I think this is gonna be a fast read, so. Also, another good sign that this book is gonna be good, I got the first stamp in the book. Hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm just so pumped today. Ruby, calm down.
Spacing out, wishing that you would run your hands through my hair one more time. I wish that I could die right next to you.
All right, I am 25% through my book. I'm using this microphone because I don't feel like closing all my windows just to do this little update. But so far, I'm very much enjoying this. I don't even care about the plot. I'm just enjoying the way it's written. Also, why are my hands shaking? It's very peppy and energetic, but not in an annoying way. Our characters are cringe, like all of them, which is just oh so fun. And like every other thing out of their mouths is a red flag. And it's just so funny. In between each chapter, there are emails, and I thought it would just be the two of them emailing each other across this app. And by the way, I didn't mention before that the app discourages revealing identities. That's why he doesn't know her name, but she's an FBI girly, so of course she knows exactly who he is. Although, like, what if it's not him? There's no way. I have some theories, and that's so fun. I love making theories for books. The worst part is though, is sometimes the theories are more fun than what actually happens, but based on all the comments I've been getting on my TBR this morning, I think things are gonna be twisty and fun. I've been taking diligent notes, and I've been using clear sticky notes so I can write in my book, although prayer hands, let's hope I don't accidentally write in the book again, because I got fined last time I did it. We've gotten little glimpses of Rosie's past relationship, and she's always been doing too much. For Tyler, I feigned a love of football so I could see him on Sundays. LOL. For Gabe, before him, I taught myself video games until my fingers were dented from the controllers. For Jared in college, I studied Shakespeare, bought tickets to plays so I'd have an in with his theater major friends. Girl, I'm cringing so hard. And for Brad, I slept in a faded Arcade Fire t-shirt. Oh, this? I've had it forever. That I'd bought at Goodwill 1 week after our first kiss. Confession time. In the 5th grade, I had a crush on a boy. Actually, I had a crush on him from kindergarten to after high school. And what's so funny about that is the August after high school, we ran into each other, we dated. Our first phone call that was 4 hours long, crush was over. I got the ick so bad. But I had dedicated so much of my childhood to this boy that I kept hanging out with him for like a couple months. Also so funny, when we did end up dating, I wanted to break up with him so bad, but we had never like officially started like going out. We were just kind of hanging out. So I didn't know how to be like, I don't want to hang out with you anymore without being mean. And I was stressing about it. And then one day he came up to me and he's like, oh, I'm moving to California. The way the the fates and the gods blessed me that day. I was so happy. And then a month later, he tried to switch our Facebook relationship status to boyfriend and girlfriend. And I had to like decline it and be like, oh, I'm not looking for a boyfriend right now. I'm sorry. But funny how that worked out. Like I was obsessed with him for most of my childhood. And then he was obsessed with me, babe. What can I say? Oh, I hope he never sees this. We end up staying friends though, so it's all good. But back in the 5th grade, he was obsessed with skateboarding. He's actually a professional skateboarder now, so good for him. But I bought a Volcom head cap and I wore like skating shoes, all just so he could comment on it. And he did, but he made fun of me. He was like, do you even skate? And I was like, yeah, I know how to do an ollie. Had never set my foot on a skateboard before. And yes, that was embarrassing, but I was 10 years old. Girlie is like in her 30s. Also, my heart is racing at admitting all of that. Maybe it's just the monster. Let's see what else I made notes about. Oh, in his like 2nd letter to our girl Rosie, this man said that his favorite thing about his wife, oh my God, what did he say? Is that she had a lot of trauma in her childhood. He wrote, here is a woman who could endure anything. Excuse me? She thought this was very sweet, but then when she told her friend about it, her friend said, that's weird. I agree. He does seem very flirtatious in his letters though. It's like their 3rd email and he says, making lists is sexy after she just made a bunch of lists. Like, bro, what are you doing? He's just way too eager and it's making me suspicious. Also, he said of his wife, he's explaining how she died. She ended up like bumping her head. We find out this in chapter 1. I forgot to say. And as Rosie is stalking his Instagram, people were like, I think you killed your wife. Anyway, she asks him like, how did she die? He says that she fell, and then he goes on to say that she was just so clumsy. She had bumps and bruises and concussions all of the time. Girl, you need to run. I think though this is gonna double back. Like this is actually him telling the truth. And it just looks bad because it looks bad. I don't know. I have a few theories. It's so funny listening to her reason her way out of this. She's sitting 1 table away from him at a cafe. She says, I can't help but notice his hands. They're cupped around his mug with a loose, almost tender grip. How could hands like that hurt anyone? What kind of reasoning is that, Rosie? But yeah, the pacing is excellent. We're getting those emails in between, but also we got a personal email from him to his friends, so she's not even in it. And I wonder if this is gonna be like her reading his emails later that we find out. But it was kind of cool because we got his point of view seeing her in the wild for the first time. It's definitely not the first time she saw him though, because now she's following him, walking to his house in the night while she's like just casually out walking her dog. Didn't mean to run past his house. Girl. But my God, the emails that he sends his friend, it was like 10 pages long with full dialogue. He sure is an author. All right, those are my thoughts right now. I'm already at the point where like, wow, how entertaining is this video just listening to me talk? We're gonna go for a walk later, see the sunset. I also wanna get some baking items to see if I can make some gluten-free treats for my bingo board. Although I don't know if my grocery store is gonna have almond flour. How common is that? Question mark. Back to reading. Okay, I just got to the halfway point and something just happened that I was definitely not expecting, which is crazy because I feel like I have thought about every single possible theory. Apparently I was wrong. Although this event has now made one of my other theories solidify a little bit. It's funny though because I was fully prepared to get to this point and be like, yeah, I'm just having fun with this. It's just like a character insight, unreliable, messy ass character kind of book, which is just something I like to read in general fiction. I'm thinking like big Swiss. And then, oh my gosh, it's like they knew I had to update you. I was supposed to stop at part 2 to update and I had to keep reading. Just a couple pages and I was like, no, we gotta wait. Okay. Oh. I thought I wrote on the book for a second. I wish this was my copy, first of all, because I am very much enjoying it right now. But also, like, these tabs match so perfectly. As for what I've been underlining, this author's trying to do everything they can to make this dude look suspicious. Just the way he describes certain things. Like, instead of saying he sees a tomato on the counter, he says the flesh and guts of a tomato. I wrote, "You're not helping, sir." The writing itself, I have underlined certain things just that sound really striking. But also, I love any time this main character refers to the heart in her chest as belonging to Daphne, who is the deceased wife of this weird man. On page 39, we see it twice. She rubs her chest as if trying to soothe the heart that once endured whatever. And then it says, "My scar stings, a phantom sizzle of Daphne's pain." I love that shit in particular because it makes it almost mystical, and I'll take a bit of magic wherever I can get it. Something that would make me never talk to a man again is if I heard him interrupt a woman 5 times in a row. This line was really good. It's an email that this dude has sent his friend. He says, "I'm surprised I didn't think of Daphne. I thought for sure I'd feel her clawing at me if I kissed someone else. I thought her ghost would grow teeth." I love that imagery. That might be my favorite line so far. Also, I feel bad for saying that Rosie's doing too much because that's clearly something that people are telling her, like the guys in her life, that she's too much. I don't think she's too much. I just think that these men don't deserve all of this. That's what I meant by that. And then the only other note I have at this point is that they have mentioned Taylor Swift like 7 times. I like Taylor Swift, so I don't mind that, but still, I bet it probably is irritating some of the haters out there. Oh, my memory card is filled up, so that's my cue to go.
Love me again, 'cause I'm drifting away. Touch my hand, 'cause I'm helpless, drowning in the sand. You say you hold my hand. You've always held me, but I always run away. I was drowning in my dreams, so I ran away and pushed you away from me. And I was so scared. I was lost inside the dark of my sleep. You say you hold my hand. You've always held me.
Okay, no more coloring. This shit is way too fast paced, but I do have an idea. All right, I just finished. Gabby was absolutely right. This was so fun. And I don't know if I'm just like excited about this book right now, but it feels like the best thriller I've ever read. It's not that intense, but like my jaw was on the floor a couple times. And while there were twists, they all made logical sense, but they were like a couple, wait a minute, I didn't think about that. Or there are a bunch of little things I thought about, and then like we kind of explored everything, but there were no like true red herrings, which is my least favorite thing in a thriller / mystery. This was just very smart, and I was still giggling even at like the highest stressful moments. Plus, I think there was a lot to say emotionally about this character and about desperate women. Oh, this was so good. And the ending, I was laughing because like, I'm debating whether it's 5 or 4.5, but it was excellent. I feel like it's a 5-star thriller, but it's not like a 5-star book for me. Should that matter? But honestly, this is a perfect thriller, so I have to give it 5 stars. But at the same time, I don't think I'd ever reread it. It's definitely a kind of book where the journey is the part that's the most fun. But there's also some things that I want to reread, a few things in the beginning to like realize what's happening. This was good. Oh my gosh, Summerween Day 1, success. It is 9:40, so I need to like start doing the dishes, start editing this video. Fuck, we're gonna be up late. Why did I not do the dishes instead of coloring? Like what is wrong with me? Thank you to everyone who suggested this book for me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.